That swelling activates Toxoplasma gondii, a microscopic parasite that can sneak into the brain. When it sets up camp, it sparks localized inflammation, sometimes forming tiny lesions that swell the surrounding tissue. That swelling activates Toxoplasma gondii.
Tiny tsetse fly carries a big threat, Trypanosoma brucei, the parasite behind African sleeping sickness. In the bloodstream, it multiplies rapidly, dodging our immune system, and in later stages, it slips into the brain. This tiny tsetse fly carries a big threat, Trypanosoma brucei, the parasite behind African sleeping sickness. In the bloodstream, it multiplies rapidly, dodging our immune system, and in later stages, it slips into the brain. This tiny tsetse fly.
That combined, this tiny larva sealed in a tube is Taenia solium, the pork tapeworm. When its cysts lodge in the brain, they take up space, raise pressure, and as they die, spark inflammation. That combined
Schistosoma species. Eggs don't stay in the gut or bladder, carried by the bloodstream. A spiny capsule can lodge in the brain. Here, the immune system reacts. Inflammation swells around the egg, disturbing neural circuit. In some schistosoma species,
Strongyloides stercoralis, thread-like and deceptively delicate. In severe disseminated disease, it can invade the central nervous system. Paragonymous species, the lung flukes, typically settle in the chest. Strongyloides stercoralis, thread-like and deceptively delicate. In severe disseminated disease, it can invade the central nervous system. Paragonymous species, the lung flukes, typically settle in the chest. Strongyloides
encephalitis. Crystal froze. In this tiny clear tube live the acanthamoeba species, free-moving amoebae with a spiky attitude. When they invade the brain, they can cause granulomatous amoebic encephalitis. Crystal froze.
Inside this clear tube are thousands of Toxoplasma gondii, tiny, crescent-shaped parasites that drift like miniature dolphins. They're incredibly common worldwide and usually pass unnoticed, but in people with weakened immune control.
The so-called brain-eating amoeba. It usually dines on bacteria, but when it rushes up the nose in warm fresh water, it can invade the brain. The result is primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, PAM, a rapid infection, fowleri,
and inflammation of the brain's protective lining. That rat lungworm larvae ride on slugs and snails. If we accidentally ingest them, they can migrate to the brain and set off eosinophilic meningitis, an inflammation of the brain's protective lining.
Together, wormwood and garlic, the ultimate parasite fighting trio. Clove goes after the eggs, wormwood tackles adult parasites, and garlic offers broad antibacterial and antiparasitic support. Together, wormwood